I am joined by Robert Griffin III, James White, Field Yates, Mina Kimes.
All right, so first play we're going to look at, 2nd and 2, one of the Patriots' first offensive plays.
You mentioned Tet, you mentioned Luther Burden, you mentioned Ibuka. You didn't mention Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter in the latest ESPN mock draft with Field Yates this morning goes to the Patriots at pick number 3. Obviously, Heisman favorite. Unbelievable wide receiver, unbelievable cornerback, plays both sides, did everything for Colorado this season. Question comes from G. McJenkins. If we do take Travis Hunter, how would you expect the Patriots to use him? Are you worried about him being too skinny to handle the rigors of one side of the ball, let alone two? I know this has been your knock on Travis Hunter, so talk to me about Hunter. I also saw today that you tweeted that you're kind of warming up to the idea of them drafting him.
Yeah, and James White was on board.
That was
pretty
good.
Cool. But yeah, so I looked at scouting reports because that's been my concern, but I haven't really heard about that from, scouts or anything. So I wanted to just quick Google search. Let me read 3 scouting reports about Travis Hunter and see if I'm alone in that fear, if he has the potential to gain some mass. Now, friend of the show, Andre Weingarten, who used to be an NFL scout, did mention that Travis Hunter's legs are pretty skinny and they don't look like they can put on much more mass, but he did say they're very toned, which obviously it's more muscle there. So maybe that'll help, but really none of the scouting reports I read said anything about durability concerns. Obviously you got to figure out where you're going to play him. I think most people assume he's going to be a corner in the NFL because one, I think if you are concerned about his size, corner, you're not nearly as concerned as you are if he's a wide receiver. You're not going to be taking as many hits. If anything, you're delivering the hits. And he does play with an aggressive style at corner. Like, he doesn't play like he's 180, 185 or whatever. He gets after it. Also, like that forced fumble he had in that one game on the goal line was awesome. But, I mean, he's such a playmaker, dude. He's an instant athlete in terms of, what he can do on a football field. Maybe, I think he's going to run, a low 4.4. I don't know if he's a 4.3 kind of guy. Mm-hmm. But he is an incredible football player and the kind of guy that you want on your team. If the durability is not a concern and the Patriots aren't worried about it and they say, hey, we're going to get you in here, put another 10, 15 pounds on you, kind of like what we know with Demario Douglas. He put on a lot of weight before he got to the team. If you can do that, you're talking about Christian Gonzalez and Travis Hunter, 2 guys who you can have. You won't be paying both at the same time until about 2029, maybe 2028 if you sign into an extension early, Travis Hunter. Mm-hmm. And those are 2 guys who are going to be under 25 and potential all-pro/Pro Bowl players every single year. I'm all about building up the trenches. That's where I like them to invest a lot of their money. Like Mason Graham, if you can get him, shit. Yes, please. Right. But at the same time, man, it'd be really hard to pass up what would be truly a lockdown cornerback duo. So that's why I'm saying I'm warming up. And then on offense, he's not like Marcus Jones where he didn't really play receiver in college. He was more of a gadget guy. Travis Hunter, is he going to be running whip routes and all that stuff? No, but he can run a hitch, a go, and a slant. Those are 3 of the most important routes in football. If you can do that at a high level, I'm all about it. So I think he could be more than a Marcus Jones where it's not just a few gadget appearances. It's no, he'll line up outside and he'll actually run, and you need to respect him. So maybe 5 of those plays a game or something like that, because if you think about Marcus Jones, he's a punt returner. So that's another 5-6+ reps that he has, plus now the offensive stuff. So if you can maybe take the role that Marcus Jones has or that kind of snap share and translate into a package for Travis Hunter in the red zone, critical situations, what have you.
You're getting me excited.
I really am trying to think about it and be fair.
No, I know.
I think it'd be crazy to only have him play on one side of the ball, especially if you do have him play corner, because you're running a lot, but if you're a good athlete, you should be okay. It's more like the
and he clearly has the stamina to play a ton of football like he has the last 2 or 3 seasons.
Right. And do I want him doing that after his rookie deal? Maybe not. I'm not saying it's necessarily sustainable for an entire career. An NFL season is much different. It's longer. You have training camp. An NFL season from training camp going all the way to if you make the playoffs, especially, is 2 college football seasons. You cannot survive. I don't care who you are. You're not surviving playing both sides of the ball consistently. But if it's in certain game plans, again, packages I'm cool with. But yeah, I'm definitely warming up on Travis Hunter. And anytime we bring it up, I feel so bad bringing up the durability because I love everything else.
I know.
So yeah, I'm definitely more okay with that.
The idea of him being more a rotational receiver plus kind of thing, not just Marcus Jones, but I look at how much Drake May loves his tight end. So get another tight end to develop behind, and obviously you have Jaheim Bell, but behind Hunter and Hooper, and run a ton of 12. And then when you do run 11, he can be your 3rd wide receiver. And I know he can play on the outside, but I'm saying when you go 3 wide receiver, you can have him go out there as well and kind of be your 3rd gadget rotational piece there, where it's more than just Marcus Jones 2 plays a game, but it's, like you said, a red zone package. It's, okay, it's 3rd down and we freaking need another weapon out here. I don't care. Everyone can know we're going to go to Travis, and if you cover the shit out of him, then it's just going to open up somebody else, and here we go. So his ability, it's exciting, and I think that if they play it right, which, again, you can only hope that the front office and the coaching staff can, I think it's very intriguing. So if they do land the 3rd pick and QBs go 1 and 2, we'll certainly see what happens. But, man, is he an exciting player to watch. Just won the what's the award? I just wrote about it today. He won the Paul Hornung, basically the Freak of the Year award. It's the most versatile player in college football award, where Marcus Jones won that? Yeah, he did. Marcus Jones won it a couple years ago. Jack Coletto, who was like a fullback / linebacker for Oregon State, I think, won it last year. But other guys like McCaffrey, Jabril Peppers won it when he was with Michigan. So like it's that versatile guy, and he's a freak. He basically won the Freak award.